welcome to this video on G for G. I'm your host as always, Napalm Dawn, and this is Dirty Tricks Volume The Winter Soldier. So, as we all know, the Winter Soldier is currently the lockbox hero here in Marvel Avengers Alliance. But before we get to that, background soundtrack is from Final Fantasy IX. So, since Groups Are Dumb happened to comment recently with Final Fantasy VIII OST being in the last video, I've decided to go with 9 in this video. So, what is the dirty trick with Winter Soldier? You might be thinking, Napalm's gonna try to get fancy with like Fixer or something. No, actually, I'm not. This is something that just spawned in the nether regions of my brain about 15 minutes ago, and I tested it in the leader fight with Red Hulk in mission 2, and sure enough this worked beautifully, although I had a little bit of a pre-attempt at this before fighting Green Leader, and it worked out very well. But during the Green Leader fight it absolutely came to complete fruition because Red Hulk was there. So now, if you look at Winter Soldier's mines, they say that they blow up if they are detonated or if they are magnetized. Now, a few of you are going to go like, yeah, I know. I've thought of that too. Magneto, right? Magnetized. Duh. It's not that original. No, actually, that's not where I'm going with this. I'm not going with another hero to provide magnetized, which, you know, Rescue could do that, Magneto can do that. There was even the question recently was asked of me, what happens if Magneto does his pre-firing attack would blow up a mine? Well, historically mines don't blow up on the counters and whatnot, but there is actually something that the agent has that can work with magnetized. And again, no, not the breaching kit pistol. Yes, we do have the breaching kit pistol. Yes, there is the mine layer gun from the Winter Soldier Spec Ops a long time ago. They are in lockboxes. I've personally gotten the chem cannon to drop, but some people during yesterday's Twitch stream have confirmed that there is the mine layer in the Winter Soldier lockboxes. This was something that when I saw the magnetize, something was kind of coming through the fog in the back of my head, and I was like, wait a minute, wait, hold the phone. I've got something that can do magnetized. Let me try this out. And sure enough, it worked beautifully. And it really works with Red Hulk's Gamma Bomb because of all the debuffs. So Red Hulk is supposed to have snappy service over there, and basically we kind of saw the broken nature of that. So the first thing I'm going to do is throw the bomb. Yes, I have an infiltrator over there, but that's okay. So my agent goes before Winter Soldier, which is not unfortunate. There's just a few extra things that I can do before everything goes crazy. So there's Red Hulk doing his tanking job, and instead of the agent with the little Debbie. So there it is. The Solar Storm. Now, the reason why I think this is a dirty trick is because a lot more people probably have the Solar Storm than the breaching kit. And the Solar Storm is AoE. So watch what we're going to do here. The first thing we're going to do is put out a quick action Smothering Shadow. So that's a lot of dots. Well, unfortunately, Red Hulk melts down. So now we have a pretty good amount of dots going on the other side. We're going to top it off with the Fire Tornado. Everybody's really bouncing around some pyrophoric flames over here. And we're going to thunk out the Blast Mine. So that's the big key here. That's all you need to do is the Blast Mine. We may unfortunately Yeah, we had some people die. Hopefully Sin gets some reinforcements. However, the reinforcements will not have the mines on them. We kind of need... Okay, so here we go. Watch the damage. Now, mind you, the only thing we've done is a gamma bomb, the smothering shadow, the fire tornado, and the blast wave. Now, as we all know, the blast wave mines are the final one. They are the fireworks finale, the last 30 seconds of the whole 4th of July show. Typically, you stack up the other ones first, and then you blow them up, and they feed the blast mine. Well, we fed the blast mine other materials, so watch what's going to happen with the solar storm. Look at that blast wave. During the leader fight, saw that thing hit upwards of 31k. This is serious PvP ramifications. This is potentially a 2-round AoE knockout. Who else had ads? Was it Maximus? I think Maximus had ads, if I remember correctly. So that was an example of using it in the simulator. Let's find another fight. Yeah, I think this guy had it. Now, my Winter Soldier, as you can see, he's only 6. He's about ready to be 7, but he's only 6. And that's the cool thing about it. Winter Soldier only needs the ability to lay mines, and then everything is set up. Now, you see me using Red Hulk. It honestly could be anybody. You could be running Mordo or Enchantress or anybody else who puts out a lot of dots. You could have your agent use Charge of Witches and just, have a lot of single target attacks like Quicksilver or Spitfire. Okay, so we're going fairly early over here, and it looks like we'll be able to blow everything up right in the beginning of the second round. So this is actually... we can actually blow it up this round. Okay, so thanks to the extra attack from the Little Debbie, everything will be in place right from the beginning. Alright, so he's gonna bulwark. Now, we don't have any blasters over there, so I'm gonna throw the bomb. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mitigate my heat a little bit. Now, I do not have Red Hulk's don't blow up or don't stun ISO, unfortunately. I have his... Actually, I think I'll just pass. I have Snappy Tactical on him and Boom Shakalaka, so we will throw out the Blast Wave Mine. And now, watch what happens when we Solar Storm. Now, remember, everybody, this is still round 1. We haven't gotten into round 2 there. Do you see the little bar after the BR Theta? 31k on that BR Theta. Imagine, with extra turns, doing that in PvP. There is definitely the potential for that to happen. Now, I'm disoriented. This is a little risky, but oh well. Now, for fun, unfortunately, we won't be able to explode anything because the mines are gone. But, there you have it, folks. I mean, that's potential PvP ramifications there. And that's not a whole lot of setup. It's Red Hulk doing what Red Hulk does. It's the agent with, the weather control device, smothering shadow. If you don't have those items, you can always get the Chaos Shot SMG or the X-Obliv with a few pieces of the Horseman set, and then you can just hose everybody down with pressure points and everything like that. As a matter of fact, hey, you know what? Let's try that. Let's get a few pieces of the Horseman set, and even if we get the extra turn, we won't explode anything there in the first round until the X-Obliv goes out. So, the X-Obliv, for those who don't remember, this came from the 4 Horsemen, or the Apocalypse Spec Ops. As you can see, at 3 pieces, you're doing Chaos Shot. So we want to try to feed this thing 3 pieces over here. So we will take out the weather control device. We will give it the Gauntlet Caress. The Gaunt Caress. And we'll actually take out the Debbie. And we'll give it the Memento Mori. Okay. So now our X-Obliv is going to put out a ton of debuffs. And as you know, the X-Obliv is stealthy, which is really good. It should hopefully get around protection and everything like that. Plus you're cranking the debuffs for the wave over here. Now I think the key is to get it up to 3. You might be happy just running a 2-piece X-Obliv. The good thing is, with the Tactician and the Memento Mori, you have the chance at getting the extra turn by popping somebody with the Memento Mori, and then you activate your tactical bonus, and you can hose them down. So, first thing we will do is quick action the Smothering Shadow. And then as you can see here, when we look at the X-Obliv, stealthy. So unless the enemy has popped you a few times with the Lunacy, you should be good to go. Now the In Theta did manage to dodge it, but the BR Theta definitely has a lot of debuffs on him. Unfortunately, it looks like they did not get too many of the Opportunist or the pressure points. It seems like it was a rather weak application for it. But the good thing is, everything is set up in place pretty soon over here for the agent. There's not too much that's going to go on here before the agent goes. So, we'll throw the bomb. Everybody's pretty healthy before the bomb goes out. That In Theta, of course, took a little bit. Now, Red Hulk's heat, unfortunately, did a ton of work over there. But we should still be able to see what happens to Maximus. Now, that BR Theta was the one who was really going to go ahead and take a lot of damage. But let's see what happens when we use this right now. So here we go. The blast wave should go off. 14k. Potentially more. So there is a few of the things that you can do with the Solar Storm and the Winter Soldier. Obviously that also has Fixer ramifications, but as we all know, Fixer's mines are single target. But if you combine the two and Fixer hit a mine on, say, the most threatening target on the other side, and Winter Soldier laid down his Blast Wave mines, potentially if your Fixer is level 15, switch him to Tactician, activate his abilities, throw a mine, throw a different mine, or spread the love. You know, have 2 mines on 2 people, 1 mine on the third, use the Solar Storm. Yeah, so there is potentially a lot that can be done with the Solar Storm thanks to that AoE detonation. And it's a good stand-in for Fixer. As we all know, Fixer's detonation is AoE, but you can go ahead and continue to have, if you were running it with Fixer, you can have Fixer doing other things like shielding himself and then laying mines after Winter Soldier's original blast wave blood goes out. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I personally think it may have PvP ramifications to run this kind of setup. Basically, the meat of it is the blast mines, lots of attrition, and the solar storm. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care, everybody.